Good morning, ladies and gentlemen, it's David here and welcome back to another video. Today we're gonna have a lot of fun. I have this tier list idea that is kind of strange, but I feel will be interesting. These are some of the Atlus games that I definitely want to play at some point, but that I have not played yet. There's obviously a bunch more, right? But we'll look at these ones on screen right now, and what I'm going to do is I'm going to give my opinion on these games that I've never played, or at least that I've not played to completion. And there's some fan favorites in there, so it should be fun. But before we get into the swing of things, a quick word from our sponsor. Opera GX offers you endless customization, but it can be overwhelming at times. With GX mods, you can flip your entire browser 180 with just one click and change pretty much anything you want. You want to hear farts while you're typing? Not sure what you would want that, but it's an option here. Want to turn your whole browser into an arcade? Now that is pretty cool, and that's also easy to do with Opera GX. Pick one of many mods added to Opera GX or create your own that suits you best. Now I work from home, I work full-time on my PC, I have run this YouTube channel here, I'm always on my PC, so I tend to be a little bit lazy, and yes, sometimes changing browser completely can be rough. Not with Opera GX though, because they have a quick import tool that is absolutely insane. It allows you to quickly import all your settings from your previous browsers to GX, like browsing history, bookmarks, cookies, etc. Very useful stuff. Another thing that helps with my laziness, to be honest, is the Google Chrome extensions being available for GX. And there's a bunch of extensions that I'm sure you guys are using, that we're all using daily, that are extremely useful. Hey, they're available here. Easy to install on GX. Another thing that's awesome here with GX mods is the ability to log into your Twitch account directly from the sidebars and get notification when a streamer you like goes live, chat and browse simultaneously with social media channels like Discord, TikTok, and messengers. Because they're integrated right into your sidebar, this feature allows you to keep all your social medias at hand in your browser. So what are you waiting for? Here at DavidCast JRPG, I'm a proud user of Opera GX, and I certainly hope you guys will give it a shot as well. Click the link down in the description below to download Opera GX now. Alright, so let's get into it. So once again, this video is going to be about games that I have not played, not completed from Atlus, and I'm going to give my opinion on them from what I know about these games, because obviously I've been in the Atlus community for years already, and I've been an Atlus fan for years. So some of these games, for example, I'm looking at Devil Survivor 2 here. That game I have been looking at, and I have this game in my collection. I've been having it for years at this point. So it's going to be interesting to give my opinion. I obviously know what most fans know about these games, and that's going to be something that I'll be taking into consideration when ranking them in a tier list. Don't take this too seriously, we're just having fun. If you're new to the channel and you want more content on anything Atlus, SMT, Persona, most importantly Atlus news, make sure to subscribe, ring that notification bell as well. I'm really trying to get 20,000 subscribers before the end of this year. It's a big goal, but we can make it if we work together. Thank you all so much for your support. Let's get into it. So the first game that we have to rank here is Digital Devil Saga 2. Now, I played Digital Devil Saga. I know that Digital Devil Saga 2 is a direct sequel, and Digital Devil Saga I have to rank in high A or low S. It's an absolutely amazing game. Loved it a ton. I'm not sure why I have yet to play DDS2. I play other games, right? I don't just play Atlus stuff, so that's why sometimes it's long for me to play a certain game. DDS2 is a game that I feel is extremely good. If it's DDS but better, or even if it's just DDS and nothing's improved, it's just more DDS, it deserves a spot on my list. So for now, I'll put it in A. Let's say A, because the first game is S, if I recall correctly, on my official tier list, and it had this impact on me because it was different than what I was expecting coming out of Nocturne. So let's say 2 is the same thing and it belongs in A. That's where I'm at with this one. Let's try to go random here. We'll pick that one. Oh, the last one, SMT9. Now, SMT9 is a strange game. It's a different game. It's a game that was never released in the West. It's an Xbox game. I know the soundtrack is really good, really solid, and underrated. If you guys have never heard anything from the SMT9 soundtrack, you should give it a shot. It's really good. In terms of gameplay, from what I've seen, it looks kind of crusty. I'm not sure I would like that game that much. It's more, I don't know, it has this Western feeling, and it feels weird to say because it's a game that never released in the West, but it has this, it's different than everything else SMT. And again, I'm on the fence about it, so I think that one belongs in C. And I have to say, it feels weird to rank games that I've never played here. I'm totally wrong on, I will be totally wrong on some of these, and I encourage you guys to comment on my placements, and please tell me how wrong I am or how right I am with some of these placements. That way we're gonna have some fun. Next one here that I want to look at is Etrian Odyssey, because Etrian Odyssey, that is the first game, the DS game. This is the next game on that list that I will be playing. I pre-ordered the physical version from Asia of Etrian Odyssey Origins Collection, so I will be playing in just a few days or just a few weeks Etrian Odyssey 1 HD Remastered, and I'm looking forward to it. I think the game looks great. I know the soundtrack is phenomenal. It is a first-person dungeon crawler, which I am a big fan of. Love these first-person dungeon crawlers, old school style. So I think I'm gonna enjoy it. I'm not sure about this whole map creation thing though. When I look at gameplay and when I did some research for some of my previous Etrian videos, I think I'm gonna struggle with this map building system. So to be honest, right in the middle for now. I think it's gonna be a B tier type of game for me. I love the character designs, I love the music, I love first-person dungeon crawlers. The combat seems really interesting, but the map creation stuff has me on the fence, and there seems to be a ton of characters. I'm not sure how the story is going to play out. I'm not sure if that's going to be something that I'll be able to be invested in. So for that reason, we'll put it in B for now, okay? Now, another game that I almost started a few months back would be Sphere from Vanillaware. I'm a big Vanillaware fan. I've played Dragon's Crown. I've played Grim Grimoire once more. I've played 13 Sentinels, Aegis Rim, and I love the developer. They're great. I've yet to play Muramasa. I've yet to play Sphere, but these games I feel are going to be very good once I play them. So Sphere looks great, sounds great. I have the PS4 version. I know this is the PS2 art here, but I'm just looking at the game in general, and once I play it, hopefully soon, it will be the PS4 version, and I'll try to make reviews for all these games whenever I play them for sure. So that one, you know what, that one's gonna be B as well. It's the gameplay, I don't think I'm gonna like as much as Etrian Odyssey. It's very different, but this action style gameplay, if you guys know me, I'm all about slower games like turn-based RPGs. I'm a big fan of, because you have time to think and strategize and everything, and I love that. I love relaxing games, right? So that's where I'm at with this one for sure. Now, this one's going to be interesting. Devil Survivor 2 Record Breaker. And the reason why I'm saying it's interesting is because I love Devil Survivor 1. I loved it quite a bit. I burnt myself out with it, to be honest, because I played it for the first time a while back. I played Overclocked, reviewed it on the channel. You can check that out if you're interested. Not my best work. It's an early review on the channel, but still, it's my opinion on the game. And I loved it. I loved it quite a bit. Once I beat it, I wanted to get the Naoya ending as well, so I did it again. I beat it again. So I played it a lot in a short amount of time, so burned out a little bit. That's why I hold off on playing Devil Survivor 2 for so long, but I absolutely want to try it out in the near future. I think the game looks good. I love the character designs. I know the community is divided on that one versus the first one, which is pretty much universally acclaimed, but I love the gameplay from the first one so much. I have friends, I have people on the Discord who are big fans of that game, and I need to give them a favor and play that game. I want to play it at some point. Music's great, everything's great, everything looks great about it too. So that one I think I'm gonna love quite a bit, and I think it's gonna belong in A tier for sure. I'm comfortable putting it behind DDS2 for now at least. Now, let's keep going. Let's do Shin Megami Tensei If. So SMT If, again, another game that has not released in the West. This one is notorious in the community. I've seen Marsh's video on it. Great content there. That's how I found out about his channel. Good stuff. If looks interesting. It has issues, clear issues in terms of story, in terms of music. It looks right up my alley. Gameplay, I'm sure, has some issues. I can stand and I can make my way through really rough dungeons in games. So I know the world of Sloth apparently is really unforgiving and stuff. That does not really scare me. It's an older game though, so how crusty is it? I'm not sure. I played SMT1 and that was not too crusty for me. I felt like it was a fun experience for sure. Again, reviewed that game on the channel. Pretty proud of my review on that one, so make sure you check it out. If though is probably going to be interesting, and I know it's a boring placement, but for now, I'm going to have to put it in B, and I want to put it between both of my picks. I don't think I'm going to like this as much as Etrian, but it's SMT, the characters, the story. From what I've seen from Marsh's video, it looks really fun, but in terms of gameplay, I think I'm going to struggle, and for that reason, B sounds like a good placement. Now that game here, Devil Summoner. Devil Summoner is a Sega Saturn Japan exclusive game, never released in the West. They are, by they I mean fans, are working on a fan translation for the PSP version of the game. I'm really looking forward to it. I have the PSP version of that game physically. Once the fan translation comes out, I'll be downloading this bad boy and I'll be playing it. Devil Summoner, every single Devil Summoner game that I played, I loved, so I think I'm gonna like that one. Once again, absolutely amazing soundtrack for this one. Characters look really interesting. Gameplay I'm not so sure about, but again, this one I'm confident I'm going to like. It's going in B tier for me again. Jag Bros. Jag Bros is infamous in the community because it is this meme game, right? It's this meme status game. The Western version of that game on Virtual Boy is worth thousands of dollars. I own the game complete in box, but it's a Japanese copy of the game, and just that one runs about $100 or $150 for it. So this is what I was able to afford. I'm probably never going to get the Western version of that game, except if I win the lottery at some point, or if someone wants to purchase it for me, just feel free to send it my way. I'll be happy for it. But honestly, I'll be honest, I don't think this game's going to be worth what it's going for sure. I'm going to try it at some point. I know it's possible to emulate Virtual Boy games, so that's what I'm going to try to do with that one and play it. I'm not confident for it. I'll be surprised if I like it even just one bit from what I've seen of gameplay. So I'm sorry, everyone who likes the game or everyone who's laughing about it and who puts it on a pedestal, because I don't know. I'm not sure. Now, these last two picks are interesting. Raido, Devil Summoner 1. Raido Kuzunoha. That game, I think I'm going to enjoy. Very actiony style combat, so again, but it looks like an interesting combat system. I have to be honest and transparent with this one. I played it a little bit. Not to completion, though. It was to record gameplay at some point, if I recall correctly. Soundtrack, story, characters, 1000% I'm going to be simping for all of that, I'm sure. The gameplay is what I'm a little bit on the fence about, but still I think I'm going to like it. And for that reason, that one I have to put in A. At the back, though, really at the back is a fair placement for me. This final one I'm excited to place on the list because SMT 1 is a game that I liked a lot. And people are saying that SMT 2 is SMT 1, but better. This is the final mainline game that I have not played. So I completed SMT 1, 3, 4, 4 Apocalypse, 5 Strange Journey, beat all of these games, love them all. So I'm confident I'm going to like that one. Everything that I know of the game I love. For that reason, it belongs on the top of the list. This is my tier list for games from Atlus that I will be playing in the near future that I have not played. Let me know what you think of the list, guys. How wrong am I? How exactly on point am I with this one? Drop a thumbs up if you like the video and tell me what game I should play next once I am done with the first Etrian Odyssey game. I would like to know what my community would like to see in terms of content for reviews. Etrian Odyssey's next in line, though. Definitely one of these games should come next up for sure. Hopefully soon after I'm done with Etrian. Have a great day, y'all. Thank you so much for watching. Bye.